Alright, thanks for watching my real quick RAM checkout video. I'm going to try to shoot off as fast as I can my ideas, but this is just an addendum to the bullet points and a thread I'll be posting on the Escape from Tarkov forums. I'm not a professional content creator, and I sure in hell don't think that I'm anybody special. I'm just a fan of the game that wants to make, add to the voices and the people speaking out. And after having played with a lot of friends of mine that uh, echo the same sentiments and feelings I have. Uh, we had some ideas, and we're just going to throw it out there. And I figured the more people get to talking about this, maybe you'll agree or disagree. It doesn't matter. But the more discourse we have, the more feedback we're giving to the developers, and maybe just maybe they won't listen to streamers as much, and will actually look at what the community has to say and beyond the huge therapist gate situation had happened when it was switched to the item case and everybody exploded and went nuts, and then they switched it back to the thick case. Um, See, we can, if your voices are loud enough, of course, don't go crazy mode like a lot of these people did. But anyways, let me get right into it. So I'm going to hit on real quick points. Please bear with me. Um, you agree or disagree, please, let's get discourse going on this. But anyways, number one, the flea market. The sledgehammer approach that's been taken to that to combat people RMT or the shady black underbelly of the flea market. All I'm going to say is I'm not going to go into a lot of detail on it unless people want me to, and I'll respond down below. But there's a real quick solution to this. Just as the traders all have refresh periods, why not put a refresh period on the flea market? You could only sell so many items during that refresh period, and then it can be affected by your reputation. If your reputation's below a positive, you'll start taking negatives to the point where you can only sell one item per refresh. And why don't you make this refresh or this reputation mean more? So if you're trying to sell the same item in corner a market, you'll actually not only not gain rep, but you can lose rep, right? So that way you stop people from controlling the market every refresh period with certain items, right? Problem solved. I have another idea that's really kind of crazy, but I don't see that even gaining traction. If people want me to talk about it, I will, but all I'll do is kind of draw a correlation between the largest MMO on the face of the planet. I get that it's a sub-based MMO. I get that it's a fantasy thing, but it doesn't matter because it's economics 101, and that would be World of Warcraft. Look at how they deal with it, as well as basically almost any other uh, MMO that's out there that's big. Look how they handle it, and I could go into more detail, but suffice it to say, I don't see why this couldn't work. You'd be able to control how much can be done. You would still allow people to buy low, sell high, and I guess what I'm also trying to get at as an addendum is that it doesn't make sense that you can not buy snipe something from the market and then resell it. That's just economics 101, right? So it causes a disconnect, really. It does. Just doesn't make any damn sense. And this way you're still able to control it. And if you want to, right now, you guys are doing absolutely nothing because, meaning Battle State's not, because there's absolutely bots that are running the damn market right now. Even with the changes that have been made, and these guys are making insane amounts of money, and that's exactly all they got to do. They just have to make enough money to RMT it, and then they dump the account if it doesn't get banned, and then they buy a new account. The reason I know this is because I watch the shady forums to know my enemy, right? And yeah, they're all over it, man. Anyways, I'm not going to dive into that any further. I just want to move along so I don't make this video too long. Next thing, what in the hell is up with the skill system, right? Like this, we've all, people have been with this game for a while, know that strength has been a sore spot. People would always find ways to exploit this, and then Balsey had to react to do something to it, and it inevitably led to strength always being nerfed. But I find a massive disconnect when I have a 10 endurance, and you can see a picture of my guy carrying, everything in the goddamn world on his back, but I have a 1/10 the equivalent of my endurance and strength. How does that make sense? And then people are going to argue, just before you get out there, I just find these arguments to be kind of just, they don't make sense. What, you're supposed to go into a raid and walk around or be encumbered, and then it'll slowly raise your strength. That, what? No. Once you try to be mobile, like if you become encumbered, sure, that's fantastic, but that doesn't make any sense. Yeah, and what's up with the air filter also? Uh, we slap an air filter in there, and we get a plus 40% to our physical skills for a set amount of time. Why not make that a PT area instead? Get rid of that thing because it's a disconnect. It doesn't make any sense at all. Instead, make it so that you can spend money on, air quotes around my head, supplements or something like that, or whatever, and then you can choose one area for a guy to focus on, right? Either endurance or strength, and then he takes a hit to the other. So if you're, on the treadmill, running your ass off, you're going to be pretty tired, and your strength's not going to be as high. If you're hitting the weights real heavy, you're going to be a little bit tired, not be able to run as much, right? But that's the price you pay, and then you can do supplements to give yourself a boost to that. Maybe stuff you can make at the pharmacy station. I don't know. It's just an idea, but it's just kind of ridiculous. Huge disconnect here, man. That I've got a one strength, and then that really comes into play when you're trying to build some stupid ass ducks. Like apparently your guy's so goddamn weak that he can't put duct work up on the ceiling. Yet we're still a military contractor, which leads me into my final, third out of fourth topic here. Found and raid. Fantastic idea. I love the whole concept of it. It forces us to have to go in and find items that uh, we would for our quest instead of just buying them off the auction house. Brilliant. I don't like the fact that it's been leveraged in the way it's been to uh, combat other issues. So it's namely the flea market again, right? So I totally agree. If there's anything in your gamma, no matter what, if you drop it in your gamma, boom, for that raid, you try to get out with it, it's not going to be found in raid. But I absolutely see nothing wrong with after that raid, if you take the item and as long as it is during that entire raid period in your inventory and never touches your invisible super pouch here, then you should get a found in raid icon on that. And please bear with me on this a little. Here's my rationale behind it. We're mercenaries. We're not soldiers. We're not having our gear provided to us by any entity. We have to completely be self-sufficient. USEC is definitely out for the money. I don't know if you could say Bear's got a little more of a morality thing going on, but they still have to provide for themselves. So you're going to tell me, here's the disconnect. You're going to tell me that as a mercenary who has to provide for himself in a game called Escape from Tarkov, he finds something extremely valuable. He's not going to just get his ass the hell out of there, right? Because of this valuable item he found, or maybe it's a valuable piece of something like the gas analyzer or something like that that's needed for a quest. He's not going to get the hell out because he finally found it. Instead, he's going to stick it around and I don't know, chill in Tarkov, not escape. He's going to chill or camp in Tarkov or engage in Tarkov. Like, you're shoehorning us into forcing to have to fight or sit there like an idiot for 10 minutes or something along these lines. And I can tell you how this pissed me off was I did a raid on Shoreline as an example, killed 2 scavs, injured a 3rd player, found a LEDX, got my ass out, and I just missed that 10-minute mark, so it was a run through. How the hell is it a run through when I killed 2 scavs, probably mortally wounded the 3rd guy, considering I heard him coughing a lung up, get this incredibly expensive item and then I get out and it's not, so it doesn't make sense. So that's just my rant on that. Final thing is whoever thought up the quest for Jaeger, like, I know there's going to be fine tuning and stuff done, like they used to have the time periods where you got to make it between this time and this time, and you have to be on this map between these hours and kill X amount of guys. Thank God they took that out. But whoever thought this quest system up, man, like, were you drunk when you thought this up? Like, did you think this is fun? Because it's not, right? Like, as an EOD person, I have that bump on rep, thank God. But I have friends who don't have it, and let me tell you, they are not having fun. It sucks. These are stupid-ass quests. Like, what's up with this fat ass anyway? So, the dude's like, go find me some food. I want some food. Now I need you to hide it for me in this bunker. Starts off innocent enough, right? And quests like this are cool, but then he's like, all right, now I need you to kill 4 scavs, all right? That's cool. I've done that before. In woods. All right, that's kind of specific. Sure, I'll do that. In a single raid. Wait, what? Okay, well, I guess it's not too big a number. You must not use medicine. Wait, if I get shot, I'm not supposed to heal myself? Or no. Okay, and I'll know instantly. The moment that you heal yourself, I'll just instantly know. Wait, okay. All right, now I need you to eliminate 3 PMCs. Sure, okay, I can do that. With headshots. Whew, pretty specific, but yeah, okay, I'm with you here. Why you have a tremor? All right. What's this one? Eliminate 8 PMCs. All right, on factory. Okay, I'm with you there. In the office area. You know, I mean, is this guy got like an aversion to offices or something? Like, I'm not even gonna read this, but what the hell is going on? You know, this I can dig, kill 40, you know, that's not bad. Can live with that. These other ones, these other ridiculous, I need a 180, no scope, somebody while your limbs are blacked out, and I need you to bank the round off of the ceiling and kill 2 scavs with the same bullet. Then I need you to fall off something, break your leg, and as you're groaning in pain, snapshot a guy from 100 meters away. It's just, what are the quests gonna go? Like, seriously, it's not fun. Like, I'm making light of it, but it's utterly ridiculous. Anyways, this is coming from a person that loves this game. You know, I'm in my 40s, play a lot of games. It's the best shooter hands down I've ever played. Um, even though I've got problems with it, I'm still going to play because I love the game. I wouldn't be doing a video and I wouldn't be ranting about it if I didn't care. I'm also not trying to be in an echo chamber, so if you disagree with me, please leave comments and we can have discourse about it. Maybe you'll want to make your own thread about it. Like I said, the whole purpose here is to get some talk going. And this is just an addendum to my post, so if you watched it up this far, thank you very much. I respect you whether you agree or disagree with me. You got my respect for what that's worth, you know, right? But happy hunting out there, and yeah, let's just engage more. If you're seeing this, we need to be on the forums more because we need the streamers to have less of a voice. It seems like it's died down. It's not as bad as it used to be, but the streamers have been just having way too much of an influence on this game, and I get it that they represent a lot of player base, but it's their own opinion in there. So maybe we can get Battle State if there's a lot of people on the same page, or maybe we aren't, and then they can ignore it. But if there's a lot of people on the same page and they're expressing themselves in a healthy manner, not like the therapist's recent situation where people got really upset that it went from a thick to an item case, which I can understand, but then they went very toxic. Some people went extremely crazy mode with it. And then that got the attention of Battle State and they reverted it. Nikita reverted it. Let's not do that, but instead show that the community can actually come together and talk about something that's passionate to them. And Found and Raid's huge. The way that the market's being handled right now is huge. I believe that Battle State's been very frustrated and they just use this Hulk smash mentality. You know, they take a sledgehammer to the issue and then they don't realize, like, and they're like, oh, we'll just tune in and fix it later. But that's kind of a backwards way to think of it, right? Like, it's the ripple effects go out, and now you got to try to find the other ripple effects from you sledgehammering the main problem in the first place. It's just kind of ridiculous. Anyways, I'm going to cut it off right here. Have fun, guys. Sorry for the poor mic quality. No, this is no fancy transitions or anything like that, but yeah, good luck out to you. And hey, if you get my tags, please don't sell them to this chick, because, you know, I mean, come on now. She's charging us 12,000 rubles for a bottle of water. By the time we get a bottle of water, some crackers, and maybe a bag of croutons, we just bought ourselves a Mosin rifle. So, yeah, please don't sell my tags during. Anyways, take it easy, guys.